Good morning, students, all of you. Today we will discuss. Yesterday in the previous class we have discussed the Coulomb's law, but in a scalar form basically. But in this class we will discuss the Coulomb's law in vector form, superposition principle, electric field lines and field, and also the dipole. Now, give heading all of you in the second lecture Coulomb's law in vector form. Give heading Coulomb's law in vector form. Coulomb's law in vector form. So we have the knowledge about the Coulomb's law that the force between the two charges is F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. But no direction was given over there. But in this class, in this derivation, we have to give the direction. Let us consider the two charges. Let two charges. Here the first charge is q1 and the second charge is q2. Two charge and the difference between the two charge, distance between the two charges is r. What is the distance? Distance is r. Magnitude r you can take. Now if the position coordinate of q1 is r1 and the position coordinate of q2 is r2, then we can take the position coordinate of these two. This is r2 minus r1, r2 minus of r1, vector quantity obviously. And if you take from the r towards the r1 from the r2, then you will get r1 minus of r2. Clear? Now due to these two positive charge, you can take negative charge, no problem, because there will be only the force of attraction or repulsion only. Clear? So q1 charge, let the two charges are positive, so q1 charge will repel q2 along the direction which along this direction. It will repel, and the force experienced on 2, that is the force on 2 due to 1, force on 2 due to 1, it's a vector quantity. Already F21 we have calculated, but that is the value 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. But direction is required. If you are taking F21, then one magnitude and the direction along this vector you can consider. Similarly, the force of repulsion due to the charge 2 on 1, that is q1, will be along this direction, because they are positive charge, they will repel each other. So force on 1 due to 2 along this direction. Clear? Now in the vector form we are going to calculate the force on 2 due to 1 along this direction. You can calculate F21 or you can calculate the F12. So write force on charge 2, that is q2, charge due to 1 means q1. What will be the force? That we have to take F21 is equal to the value. I am taking the magnitude first, then we will give the vector quantity, vector sign. What is the value? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. Clear? q1 q2 by r square. Now you can take the mod in between r, no problem, you can take r square simply. This is the vector, this is the scalar form. But when you take the vector quantity left side, then you have to take a unit vector along this direction. As we are taking the force along this F21, so what is the unit vector along this direction? The unit vector along this direction is, you have to take this is a vector, r2 minus r1 is a vector quantity, and you should take the vector divided by its modulus, that means r2 minus of r1 in vector form divided by its modulus r2 minus of r1. So this is the unit vector, only the magnitude is 1 and this force will act along this direction. Then only you can take the vector form here. This is the vector form of Coulomb's law. Now you can simplify this. Notice here magnitude r square, that means you can take R1 minus R2 or R2 minus R1, no problem, but here as the term is R2 minus of R1, so you can take the R2 minus R1 and it will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. R square means R2 minus of R1, that mod square, it is a scalar quantity, mod square, into R2 minus of R1 divided by R2 minus of R1, obviously the mod will be there. If you multiply these two, then you will get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This will be the vector, obviously, but this is the magnitude. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 into R2 minus of R1, this is the vector quantity, divided by its modulus, that is R2 minus of R1 whole cube. So this is the vector form of Coulomb's law, F21. Similarly, you can calculate the value of F12. Obviously, will be the vector quantity. Clear? Is it clear? Okay. Next, superposition principle. Very simple things. Superposition principle of electric force due to a multiple charge. What is the superposition principle? Give heading superposition principle. Superposition principle of electric forces. Clear? Now, what is the superposition charge? Superposition principle. For an assembly of charges, suppose number of charge, n number of charge will be there. Clear? N number of charge, multiple charge. This is a charge Q1. This is a charge Q2. This is a charge Q3. This is a charge Q4. And many charges are there, and this is the charge Qn. And here a charge, let Q6, special type of charge, Q5. Now we have to calculate, so different force will be there on the charge Q. What will be the net force on the Q5? We have to take the vector addition of every forces. Because force is a vector quantity, so the force of 1 on 5 you have to calculate. The direction will be along this. If they are positive charge, repelling will be there. Force on this one also and force on this one also. Everything you have to calculate. N numbers of charge will be there. So this means this force is the F of force on 5 due to 1. This will be force on 5 due to 2. This will be force on 5 due to 3. This will be force on 5 due to 4. And this will be the value force of 5 due to nth charge. Clear? Force of 5 due to nth charge. So what is the net force? You have to take the vector addition of force, not the simple addition. Clear? So vector addition of force, you have to calculate. So the net force on charge Q5, what will be the vector addition? Force on 5, that is the net force, is equal to force on 5 due to 1 plus of force of on 5 due to 2 plus of force on 5 due to 3 plus of force on 5 due to nth charge, F nth. So you can take, obviously you have to take the vector addition, you have to take this one, the vector addition. What is the value? F on 5 due to 1. Notice here, F on 5 is due to 1 is what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, Q1 Q5 by this, let the distance is R1, this is the R2, this is the R3. You have to take by R1 square, obviously, R1 square, plus force on 5 due to R2, that is the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 Q5 by R2 square, plus dot 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 force on 5 due to n 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q5 qn divided by rn square. This will be the value of the force. Clear? And direction you have to take the vector sum. Obviously there should be a direction, so you have to take the vector sum. What will you will get basically 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught summation of q1 is q5 is common, so take common q5 everywhere, divide summation of qi by ri square, I is equal to 1 to n. Check once again. If we put 1, then q1 r1. If you put 2, q2 r2, qn n, obviously. So this will be the superposition principle of electrostatic force. Clear? Okay. Next, that is the, we will discuss the electric field lines. Electric field lines. What is the electric field lines? Electric field lines are the imaginary path for similar to the gravitational field, their field, in this case electrostatic field for the charge. So if the charge is here anywhere, then there will be the field in the outward direction from the positive to negative. Here. So what is the electric field lines? If we put a unit positive charge or test charge, then this test charge will move along this field. So electric field lines are the imaginary path where if we put a positive test charge over there, then it will move along that path. What is the property? Now property, no electric field lines will originated from the positive charge and ended at negative charge. It will originate from positive charge, ended at negative charge. Two electric field lines will never intersect each other. Magnetic field lines you have studied already in class 10th level. So there will be the positive to negative direction. Clear? No electric field lines will intersect each other. Clear? So after this one, the electric field. What is the electric field? Calculate. Next, electric field. Electric. What is the electric field? You have to calculate the electric field. You have to calculate the electric field. What is the electric field? Suppose if charge is here, Q charge is over here. Now due to this charge, there will be the electric field at a distance r. What is the value of electric field? At a distance r, this is a point P, and the electric field, what will be the value? Just you have to take a unit positive charge over here, and the force experienced on this positive charge is the value of electric field at that point. I repeat, due to this charge plus Q, the electric field at a point P at a distance r will be equal to the value of electric force. Force will experience on that one, and the direction of the force is along which? The direction of the force will along this, because this is a positive charge, positive test charge, and it will repel along this direction along the line, and this will indicate also the direction of the field. This will be the direction of electric field. Now due to this positive charge plus Q charge, the field at a point P at a distance r is the force experienced by this charge. What is the force? And you can write E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square. Q1 is the Q, Q2 is the 1 by r square. This will be the value, and what will be the direction? Along P2. This is OP. OP you can write along O to P. O to P is the direction. Why? Because this charge will repel along this direction, OP direction. That's why the field is along this direction. And what you will get? You will get, or E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square, small r square. This will be the magnitude and this will be the direction of electric field. Clear? Clear? Okay. Next come to the electric dipole and dipole moment. Electric dipole. Dividing electric dipole. What is an electric dipole? Di means two pole will be there. Means two equal and opposite charge. If we separated two equal and opposite charge will be the same and polarity will be the difference. Suppose two charge, plus q charge and minus q charge. They are separated by a very small distance. What is the distance? This to this is the distance. Let the distance is 2a. Means this is a midpoint O. This to this is the A. So this will be also A. So polarity of the charges, the polarity of the charges is different, but amount of charge is same. Magnitude is same, but the polarity is different. So what is the dipole? Dipole means two different pole separated by a distance constitute an electric dipole. Now mathematically, how will you identify what is the strength of the dipole? So write. So two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance constitute an electric dipole. Now the strength of this dipole will determine by the strength of the dipole determined by the product of either charges and distance between them. And dipole moment is denoted by P. P is a vector quantity. P is the either charges. Charge is Q. One charge you have to take and multiplied by 2a. So if you take the vector quantity, P is equal to twice Q A, and it is directed from the negative charge to positive charges. Clear? Very important, electric dipole moment. This will give the strength of the dipole. So that's all for the today's class. In the next class, we will derive the electric field due to a dipole at different orientation, due to an at axial point, at equatorial point, and for general. Thank you all.